Hello, friends. We greet you from our home this Friday video email edition of the Pastor's Email.
We are sending a video and text content this week because we wanted to speak to you about plans at Keller United Methodist Church for in-person activity resuming, and there's a lot of factors that go into that. So we thought some of you might like to watch a video and some might like to read about it. So we're trying to get it to you both ways and talk about what the thinking and what the planning is.
This past Monday, the Ministry Council of the church met, and they're the body that has been monitoring over the past several months the different ministries and how and in what ways can we engage in ministry. Now, we know that the Church of Christ is never closed, but that we do know that in-person ministries in many ways have been suspended. And that's what we really all long for, right? So, Ministry Council met on Monday and explored when would be a good time to come back. We noticed that there are schools returning, and other churches have already kind of explored coming back in person. So what about Keller? What about Keller United Methodist Church? After much discussion and prayer, the Ministry Council has settled around continuing to monitor and valuing the priority of contagion and spread. What I mean by that is Ministry Council is very concerned to not contribute to collective or communal spread in Tarrant County. And so what does that mean and what does that look like? You'll see some links in the text below around different resources that the council's using to monitor a number of different variables in our state and more acutely in our county. Up until recently, Tarrant County has had a very high spread rate of COVID-19. That has put us in the red zone by, again, you'll see in the link, by different organizations. Now, fortunately, because we all have been taking proper collective action in Tarrant County these past several days, we have seen, the data shows that there is a decline in the contagion rate. This has actually moved Tarrant County from a red level to an orange level. Now, that may not seem like a whole lot, but Ministry Council has determined that if we as Tarrant County can hold a high yellow or low orange rate for 14 days, then that would be the trigger to then look to explore and resume in-person, face-to-face ministry. And friends, we're several days in to being in that range.
So we're hopeful and cautiously optimistic and waiting also to see what happens because of the resumption of school in person and how that might affect things. But for now, what the plan is to look at the data after Labor Day, and if things continue to hold in the severity level that is appropriate, then our next step would be to resume Vine and Branches services. That's our experimental midweek worship offering when, frankly, we're practicing what it means to be together in person in the sanctuary with these new protocols and how worship feels when you're wearing a mask and what is worshipful in this new, hopefully not forever normal for us. So that's the next step.
We are grateful for the work of Ministry Council and different committee chairpersons and committee members over these past several months, including but not limited to the staff of Keller United Methodist Church. I hope you would join SD&I in expressing your deep gratitude and great pride for the work that they've done to monitor, to reflect, to work on behalf of the entire body of Keller United Methodist Church, to be a good steward, and to do as John Wesley said in the first rule of the church, to do no harm. And so thank you to the leaders of the church and your continued efforts to keep us safe, to keep us holy, and to keep us in right relationship with our neighbor.
We long for the day when we can see you again. We trust that that day is coming. We are growing weary and impatient, but we keep holding on, running the race with endurance and perseverance. Give you thanks for your patience and flexibility, friends. We hope you'll read more in this email and reach out to us as you feel a need. We'd love to hear from you. Grace and peace be with you.
Amen.